Sharp Game here. I'm back, coming at you with another episode. Back from the Thanksgiving holidays. You gotta love it or hate it, but I made it. I lost my voice for a couple days, but I'm back. So thanks for joining me in this video. You could be anywhere on the planet today, anywhere in the country, but you chose to spend a couple minutes with me, and I appreciate that. And today is Sunday, so I know a lot of people are watching football. So, I'm not going to make this video too long. But what I wanted to talk about today is somebody sent me a question during Thanksgiving weekend, and they wanted to know, is there ever a perfect time, or is there any time that you should end a relationship? And, you know, that's a good question. And with all relationships, they come to an end. Look, somebody got to die one day, or it's going to end. Someone's going to go. Someone's going to go left, and y'all going to separate, or you're going to grow apart, or whoever said that two people were supposed to stay together for the rest of their life, they wasn't really being honest. And whoever said that opposites attract, they weren't being completely honest. Opposites attract, but if they stay around each other long enough, they'll kill each other. There'll be chaos. So whenever you have two people together, and this is something that you should never tolerate. You should never tolerate disrespect. Whenever you have two people together that's disrespecting each other, that's when that relationship should be over. Now, whenever you have somebody that's name calling, pushing, shoving, throwing blows, spitting in somebody's face, doing stuff behind the person's back secretly without telling them, you're baiting and switching, you're misleading the other person, you're you're withholding secrets. Whenever that's um, openly exposed, that's when that relationship should be over. Whenever you have someone calling the police on you, and they pretty much, you know, cause the situation or egged it on or influence the situation, that relationship should be over. That's a sign of disrespect, and there's no counseling that's going to help that. See, because you have to understand, if someone doesn't respect you, you can talk and you can talk all day long until the cows come home. You're not going to be able to work anything out with them. Whenever you have to bargain for sex and negotiate for sex, and whenever you have to talk somebody into doing something, something has happened over the past couple months, couple years, however long y'all been together. And see, here's the deal. These same people that act a fool when they get home, the people that you live with, people that you probably sleep with every night, these same people that walk around in the house with iron fists, when they go to that job that they claim they hate so much, they act like a new person at that job that they hate so much. They're on their P's and Q's. So, I would challenge any man or woman that's with anybody that's straight up disrespectful to them, that claim to be Billy Badass when they're at home. I would challenge anybody, visit them at work, and I can almost guarantee you that you're gonna, you know, you'll be able to pick up on it that this person at work, they're like a completely different person. They're like, they're all calm and kind and respectful to everybody. They're kissing everybody's ass at work. But when they come home to you, they're acting a fool. And you want to know why that is? Because they don't respect you. And they know that they can do what they want, say what they want, how they want, when they want, and you're not going to do anything about it. That's why they disrespect you. But when they're at that job, the reason why reason why they're so nice at the job, even though the people at work talk to them like dirt, treat them like dirt. The reason why they put up with all of that, because they need the money to pay their bills. So the person that disrespects you, they don't see you as a person of value. That's all it is. That's why they don't respect you, because the 9 times out of 10, their intentions of being in a relationship with you, it wasn't real from the get go. They probably got with you because of what you had or what you were doing. They probably never really got to know who you are as a person. That's what it is. That's why they disrespect you. But when they go to that job, oh boy, they work the hell out of that job. As a matter of fact, you would probably have to kill them to get rid of that job, because they're not going to quit, because that job is has has become a part of their livelihood. That's how they sleep at night. That's how they breathe. That's how they feel good about themselves. And one day they're going to lose that job, because, like I said, every relationship has to end someday, whether it's a job relationship, a business relationship, or a personal relationship. Every relationship has to end one day. And when they lose that job, whether they get laid off or fired, they're going to be through. They're going to be through. You're going to be able to see how weak they are, because you're going to see how the fear in their eyes is going to be so obvious, and you're going to see what they're really made of. And then they're going to, you know, probably beg for your forgiveness if you're still around them, or the people that they took advantage of or manipulated or treated badly. They're going to, you know, become another brand new person around them. So you're dealing with a person that basically, in most cases, a lot of these people don't see the value of people. They don't see the value of friendships. Don't see the value of relationships. They just look at people like we're just a means to an end. That's it. We're just for the most part, resources. That's it. And if you don't have what they want to get where they want to get, or who they want to be, they don't want anything to do with you. And so that's why I always say that you should never tolerate disrespect. And I wrote about this in my book. The main reason why you shouldn't do it, because what happens with a lot of guys is they let things go too far. And the reason why I say they let things go too far, because when you see, if you're looking at the news, for example, and you see somebody on television, and you might be a domestic dispute, or it might be somebody in your neighborhood. The woman called a cop on the guy because she was beating on her and everything. And the reason why that happened is because the guy let things slide. He let things go too far. And this is why I always say, if a woman or anybody says or does something that you don't like, you need to really handle that as soon as possible. Don't let things drag along. Don't let things go too far, because if you give people an inch, they'll take a mile. So they'll up the ante. And women, they're so emotional. They do this like automatically without even being aware of it most of the time. And us guys, we're not really built for all that talking, and we can't take all that. See, if a guy runs out of words, he's gonna start swinging 9 times out of 10. That's just how it is. But see, women don't understand that. They feel like the more they talk, that's going to penetrate your mind, and that's supposed to make you do better. But it doesn't work that way. The more you talk, the worse the situation, the worse the relationship gets to us. You know, there's some women that really get this. See, if you want someone to produce, or if you want someone to become more, do more, or do something, or that's much better than they're already doing, you have to boost them up. You have to support them. And support doesn't always has to do with just money. Support could be just making a phone call. Support could be just sitting down and listening to what this person has to say, letting them vent. And the women that understand this, they have the advantage versus the women that feel like they're entitled because they from a certain neighborhood or a certain family or a certain country, or just because they have a vagina, or just because they on Instagram and look a certain way. These type of women, they usually don't have too much longevity. They'll have a good start, but it usually falls apart eventually. But the women that really understand, where it's like, if you build a guy up, you know, the possibilities are endless. And these are the guys that you see on stage at conferences, or the person that you see on television in most cases, or the person that you see at the company events. It's a top salesman of the company, or the number one producer in the what of the quarter. If you do some research on a lot of these people, what you're gonna find is they have a woman that's backing them up, that's really supporting them. You know, see, a lot of women, they don't understand this. This is why you have a guy that's got, the first time he got married, it didn't work out for some reason, and he got a divorce, and he got married to the second woman. The second time he got married, he took off. I mean, he like went way ahead of what he ever probably thought about, compared to the first marriage. And a lot of people will sit back and be like, damn, he really, he's killing it, smashing it, dominating his industry, wherever he might work at. And if and that's because of the woman. That the woman has a lot to do with that. And like I always say, you're only as strong as the people that you have around you. So if you're around leeches, or weak-minded people, or people that don't support you, you got to tell them to kick rocks. They got to go. That's just what it is. And I understand that you probably can't get rid of everybody overnight, but you have to plan to get rid of them. It is what it is. Otherwise, you're just going to be mediocre, average, just like everybody else, just like most people that you meet, just like most people that you're going to meet, just like most people in your family. Average, mediocre, and you're going to be whining and complaining. And then you're going to get older, and then you're going to be wishing that you would have done this and done that. So just save yourself all the, you know, I wish this, I didn't know that. I wish I would have done that differently. Save yourself from all of that and get with people that want to get with you. Just like my philosophy is, I rock with people that want to rock with me. And I don't force feed any relationship that I have, period. If someone doesn't want to hang with me, cool. If they do want to hang with me, cool. But if someone calls me or texts me and say, hey, you know, my buddy having a party or having an event, I'll call you back and let you know later. And if they don't call, cool. You know, just no, I didn't lose anything. You know, cool. You know, most of the cases, I don't want to hang out with these people anyway. You know, so it is what it is. But hey, save yourself from the madness, and you know, don't tolerate disrespect. I rock with those that rock with me, and I advise you to do the same thing too. So, with all that being said, hey, check me out on Instagram. If you search for Sharp Game, you'll find me on there. And go get my book, Love Can't Wait. Check out my website, chooseyourrelationships.com, and click on when you get there, click on the Start tab and get on my email list. I talk about a lot of stuff that I don't talk about in video. And that's about it. So if you like this video, share it, subscribe, check out my website, and check out my Patreon, patreon.com/sharpgame. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.